All right. And so when you're thinking about that, we realized that we had to create a part of the system. Now, we had done this the whole time, but we had to create a formality in the system so that people would actually have something to follow. And so the membership overview becomes the key part to the next meeting. And so these benefits look like this. One, it systematizes the follow-up. It sets the stage for multiple points of contact. Now, we're building a pipeline, right? And not just a sales store. And so part of building a pipeline has to do with creating a relationship with your customers. When you have a relationship with your customers, that feeds the rest of the process. Sometimes you might have difficulty. Well, why don't my people stay on loyalty rewards? Why can't I get them on loyalty rewards? Why don't they want to build the business? Why is nobody doing anything? Have any of you said that as leaders of your organization? Why am I the only one that does anything? Right? It's, okay, this is one of the major benefits. On our team, there's about 30,000 Edge team members in the world. 30,000. Matter of fact, last week, my assistant told me that there were 800 enrollments last week. Isn't that amazing? So, now I just wanted to give you a sense of the scope, because when we launched the membership overview, the loyalty reward or the retention rate of the team went up 6%. 6 points, from about 64% to 70% on a team of 30,000 individuals. Isn't that amazing? Some of our teams are cruising around at 80, 90, 98% retention and loyalty reward orders. What do you think that does for an organization? It's pretty intense. So Adam, come up here. Adam,
Al's nowhere near 90.
Right? Adam, do you know why you're standing in front of the room?
Because I'm a great and powerful leader.
And so we were talking a little bit about numbers, but you had said last night what would happen if the percentage rate of people on loyalty rewards went up in your team. Mm-hmm. And so what was that? What would be the increase?
Our goal is to double it this year, and it increased volume by about 40,000 OP per month.
And that's if everyone went on to LRP now, is that correct?
That would be if we just double where we are now, so we're south of 50%, and the average in Europe is about 37% for LRP, so if we get ours about 55, then it's an extra 40,000 OP a month.
Okay. You guys catching the gravity of that? So the number of people on loyalty rewards, even with the existing team, if that's increased by just a several percentage points, that dramatically impacts your commission on how much you're earning. It also dramatically accelerates how rapidly you advance ranks. Now, part of the reason founders pools aren't being reached is because people are not achieving and maintaining rank, right? And so rank is achieved by getting accounts and customers, and rank is maintained by the number of people that remain on loyalty rewards. Do you follow? All right. Thanks, Adam. All right, and Adam? That's awesome. And these guys are going to be diamond. Mm-hmm. Woo! That's phenomenal. Somebody else in here is already diamond in Europe. Are you diamond, Brian?
Nope.
Okay, you're one of the founders, right?
I am, yes.
And so last year you were gold when I came through, right?
I feel am.
Okay, awesome. And so you're a founder, and you're going diamond when?
Before convention this year.
All right, come on. Brian, why are you standing in front of the room?
Because I'm a great and powerful leader.
And you are, because you're one of a handful of founders, and you've maintained that rank.
Yes.
And you've built an organization, and there's some secrets that you have inside. There's a way of operating that you're operating above and beyond most people. And so you truly are a great and powerful leader, and I commend you for that. Okay? And so here's what I want you to do. I want you to say, I, Brian M. Diamond, on or before the date you want to declare.
I, Brian M. Diamond, I can't remember the date for the convention in September,
The 7th.
Right.
on or before the 7th of September this year.
Awesome. That's awesome. Where'd my clicker go? Oh, there it is. All right. Okay. It's important stuff. I get carried away. All right. Oh, let's see. Fourth one. Helps customers maximize their membership. Did you guys all get it in here? Okay. All right. Now, the first part of having a successful membership is overview is actually getting the appointment. Do you guys have difficulty getting a membership overview appointment? By a show of hands, how many of you are actually using the membership overview as part of your process? Okay. Now, by a show of hands, how many of you are not using the membership overview as a part of your process? Ah, interesting. Okay. So it's about half, right? Okay. Now, scheduling the membership overview occurs while the enrollment form is being filled out. Okay? So I need 2 volunteers. Go ahead, come to the front. Go ahead. Come on. Excellent. So that was 1. This is the room of great and powerful leaders. You are leading the revolution, right? Okay. All right. What's your name?
18.
18? Did I pronounce that correctly? 18. Awesome. 18, do you know why you're standing in front of the room?
Because I'm a great and powerful leader.
You are, absolutely. Absolutely. Deborah, right?
Yeah.
All right. Deborah, why are you standing in front of the room?
Because I'm a great and powerful leader.
Are you kidding? Did you guys hear that? That's so wrong. Okay, how many?
Oh,
Was it hard?
no.
What did you do differently?
She enrolled 12 people last month.
Wow.
I just changed my attitude towards how I approach people and just did some manifesting and used Whisper and spoke from the heart.
Whisper. I actually use the product. Do you all have Whisper? Add it to your loyalty reward. It increases enrollments.
You've got to put it on.
All right, so you changed your attitude. What attitude changed?
I suppose instead of trying to go and sell something, I went trying to help people.
Say that again.
Instead of trying to sell something, I went trying to help people.
That was good. How many of you are doing that? Sleep.
Sorry, I also stopped thinking about the money because that was a huge block for me. And that, like, okay, I've worked this month and I've got 40 euros, you know. And stop thinking about that. And that really, you know, even though sometimes you're broke and you think you can hardly even put your order in, forget about that and it just came.
You are awesome. You are so awesome. Okay, all right. So we're gonna have Deborah, I'm gonna have you be the wellness or the IPC.
Okay.
Okay. So you're the IPC, and you are the customer. Okay. Now, what's your name?
18.
18. I wanted. Okay. 18. I was on the airplane for 31 hours. I had gerbils eat the hair off my head. Right. Okay. So she is just enrolled. Okay. She's filling out the form. Okay, that's the timing. She's filling out the forms. Okay, and you ask.
I was, oh, sorry.
This is open book.
Okay.
Okay, open book test.
Our next step is to schedule a time I can come by and show you how to place your orders and get the most from your membership account. I would like to set that up close to the day you get your oil kit. Will that work for you?
That was a lot harder.
Right, okay. So, now remember the principle of energy and enthusiasm. Right. Of course, you were. So you're filling out the form, right? So I say, meeting, our next step is to schedule a time that I can come by and show you how to place your orders and how to get the most from your membership account. I'd like to set that up close to the time that you get your oils. Will that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay. No. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So, what did you notice the difference between the two presentations? It's quiet. So why is that? What was the difference? She was learning the script. Now I know that
Learning.
Deborah has.
Learning. So you're experienced. You've done it a few times. You know what you're doing.
Right.
Get comfortable. Belief.
Right. Belief and confidence.
Confidence.
Okay. So there's three principles there: belief, confidence, and energy. So when you're talking to somebody, you're like, if it's not too much trouble, I do have another presentation that will take up a lot of your time, and I know you're really busy, and so it's okay if you don't want to do it, but there is some more things that I can share with you if you're willing, and but I know it would be difficult for you, but maybe if it's not too much of a bother, could we set up a time maybe?
Oh, I'm far too busy.
You just talked me out of it.
Right. Now, when you think of the difference of the presentations, how many of you actually invite that way? Or you watch your teams invite that way? Okay. That's a lot of times it ties back directly to these three specific principles, right? It's on your confidence level, it's on your energy and enthusiasm, and it's that other third thing that I talked about. What was that? Confidence, right? And memory. There's a fourth one. Okay, but a lot of this has to do with your belief pattern that you have flowing around inside of your mind. How you feel about money, how you feel about what you're doing, how you feel about the product, how you feel about how you're being accepted culturally, or how you feel your neighbors are going to look at you, how your friends are going to respond to you. All these things are cycling, and they're creating a belief pattern in your mind. And as you do that, it's reflecting out through your voice. And as it does that, it doesn't matter what you say. It matters how you feel about the words you're speaking. And if you aren't grounded with the power of the opportunity that you have to offer, and you're not grounded with the product you have to offer, and you're not grounded in the worthiness that you have in representing that product and that opportunity, then it's reflecting subtly in your voice. It's reflecting in your confidence. You guys capturing that? Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Did
you.
awesome. Now, do you guys feel confident about how to make the invitation? So I make the invitation when? What's that? While they're filling out the form, right? You make the invitation while they're filling out the form. Do you know why? Well, think about the person that just made a financial commitment Okay? Right at that moment, like when you were filling out that form, you wanted to know the next step, didn't you? Now, if the IPC doesn't ask the question at that moment, then you're going to call them tomorrow, right? You're going to call them in 2 days, and you're going to say, hey, I have another presentation, right? And they're going to go, I'm busy. They're going to say, no, that's okay, I've heard enough. Right? Because the emotion of the commitment has already set in at that point. They've already emotionally digested it, it's sunk cost, they're no longer invested in it. But at that moment, they've just made a financial commitment. Go ahead, Seth.
Yeah, the other thing is, Aideen mentioned something really important, which was that when she changed her mindset from sales to helping, this is simply helping. If a person is enrolled and you're going by to help them understand the membership more, and you're just going to change your mindset and see this as customer support. You're not bugging, you're not pushing, you're simply helping them. If they enroll and you never help them understand how to take advantage of the membership they already paid for, then then you're doing them a disservice. And so look at it through the right paradigm. I think that's important. Simply helping.
Right, exactly. If somebody has made a large financial commitment, and you as a business owner, one of your greatest assets is your customer base. It's whether or not the customer is fully served. If the customer is getting the full benefit out of the product, right? And so it's in your best interest all the way around. It's in the best interest of the customer. It's in the best interest of the business owner in order to go through this process. Okay? And so it looks like this. So when you sit down with your customer, this part here